Today's video is a bit of a deep one, to be honest. It's a tale of heartbreak, betrayal, and fake friendship, allegedly. CallMeCarson and Fitz, two humongous creators in the social space in general, in Twitch, on YouTube, Twitter, everywhere. As the internet already knows, they are very, very good friends. Everyone sees them interact together with many collaboration, Carson even appearing on Fitz's podcast. It's a friendship that viewers around the world very much enjoyed because it brought great content.
Yeah, partner.
And it probably just seemed genuine. But it seems that unfortunately, and I do mean unfortunately, for Carson, to be honest, that the friendship has turned into dust. And I'll give you a clue using one of Fitz's own Instagram posts. On my way to fuck your bitch. Haha, just kidding. Can you imagine? That would be rude. Could you even imagine? I couldn't imagine at all. I don't need to imagine, in fact.
Ultimately, chicks before dicks, bro.
For real, yeah, that's true.
You know?
That's true.
I think saying it would be a bit rude would be letting someone off. I would go as far as to say it's extremely fucked up, especially if you did it to one of your good friends. Now, Carson, as a lot of his viewers know, has been on a social media break. He tweeted this out at the beginning of March, saying, "I'm taking a break indefinitely. This has been a difficult decision, but after considering some recent personal events and my own mental health, I've decided I need to take a moment to step away. Going to focus on making myself a better person. Thank you for your support. For those concerned about me, I recently started antidepressants and have been on a whirlwind of emotion and pain in my personal life. I recently started seeing a counselor a few weeks ago. Right now, I'm in no way mature enough to handle responsibility of this job." And naturally, people have been curious, why is Carson on this break? And on Reddit, there are threads about it, and people were curious, thinking of reasons why, and it led to this being revealed. On Carson's Reddit, someone said, "I think they are saying Kate may have cheated on Carson for Fitz," which I'm hoping did not happen. Carson cannot take that kind of stress right now since he has been battling with his depression, in which Carson, on his actual account, replied, "Ding, ding, ding, we have a winner," confirming himself that allegedly Fitz and Carson's girlfriend hooked up behind his back. God damn, man, that is fucking awful. I am so sorry that happened. Allegedly, you know, we don't know yet. Someone also posted this on Reddit. "I really fucking hope she didn't do this to him, knowing how bad the situation he's in is," referring to the mental health when, you know, him taking a break, because that would be a fucking disgusting thing if she did. In which Carson replied saying they both knew. Wow. So knowing how bad Carson's mental health was, I mean, most of us did now because he tweeted it and made it public and he was very open and honest. They still slept with each other behind Carson's back, full well knowing all of that. Allegedly. Honestly, fuck that if this is true. Which I can't lie, I'm very much leaning towards it being true. And this is so messed up in so many ways. Poor Carson, man. Honestly, stuff like this is so scarring. And as Carson fans know, he's known for his bits, his comedy bits. And it's quite hard sometimes to tell whether it's a bit or it's a joke or not. So at first, people assumed he was joking about this. It probably didn't help that he posted this on April the 1st. But Carson confirmed multiple times this was not a joke. Someone said, "I might get downvoted for this, but I'll say it anyway. I'd lose all kinds of respect for Carson if he reveals it to be some overly elaborate April Fool's joke. Maybe I just have this unrealistic image for a YouTuber who I don't know personally, but it's too trashy of a prank for him, especially for so many who genuinely care about his mental health." In which Carson replied, "I would never do something like this as a joke." And a second time, Carson confirmed this and someone asked, you know, it was an April Fool's joke again. He said, "Not a joke, just very bad timing, I guess." Now, Carson's girlfriend, if you don't know, for most of you who won't know, because I had no idea who this bitch was, Katerino. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I've never heard of her. She was also a Twitch streamer. A very, 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 very small streamer. Unknown, basically, before she started getting involved with Carson. They met at a convention.
TwitchCon rolls around. I run into him at some point and he's like, "Oh, it's you." So I messaged him and I was like, "Hey, I want to meet up. I think you're really cool. I think we'd get along really well. Let's meet up, let's hang out." We hit it off like right away, and he had to leave to go to the Misfits house. On a whim, he was like, "Come with us." And I was like, "Oh, what the hell? Okay. So I went. It was crazy.
After that, they got into a relationship. There are so many streams of them together. Carson helped her massively boosted her career. Carson helped her massively to boost her career. That she was so keen on making work.
Did you have a backup plan if Twitch didn't work out?
Nope. I don't see myself failing. And I think that's a very important mindset to have. To not prepare for failure. I haven't prepared for the worst because it's not gonna happen.
Sounds to me that she was willing to do anything to get success on the platform. No, I'm being unfair and stupid. She definitely wasn't trying to use him for clout.
Why is Carson hosting? Okay, he doesn't have to host me. Why is he hosting Pokemon instead of me? Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. Out of all people? Are you kidding? I will message him right now. Out of all people, you host.
She laughs about it to cover the fact that she most definitely was annoyed by that, 100% pissed off. Goes as far as to actually text Carson that in case he wasn't watching his stream. Oh no, I'm just joking, guys. He's not hosting me. He's hosting Pokemon. That's just a joke. That's so funny. Carson couldn't possibly be allowed to host his other friends. No, it's all mine. The clout should be all mine. That video embodies this meme perfectly. Carson constantly helped her with content and pushed her. Just take a look at her social blade stats. Have a guess. Just a wild guess. When she started getting involved with Carson. But Kavos, I'm no good at graphs. I can't tell. I can't read them. Well, with graphs, you have to read the X and Y axes, go along the points, and carefully align it to the numbers. A fucking giant mountain of clout that appeared from thin air. That clearly is when she started getting involved with Carson. Come on. And now, after everything Carson did, she allegedly went behind his back and fucked Fitz.
They're just playing to the crowd right now. But, like, our stuff is authentic. Our stuff is what we do. Yeah, honestly. Like, it's...
Like, we met and then realized, wait, we have really, 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 really good chemistry. And then, yeah.
One time, we were hanging out and we were like, would we want to, do content together? And we decided yes.
Oh, Carson, my sweet summer child. That was probably the biggest mistake you made in that relationship. A man with such clout like you should never involve business with a relationship. It never works and can just attract the completely wrong people. It's quite funny how they talk about, the first time they met and hit it off.
We were hanging out and we were like, would we want to, do content together? And we decided yes.
That was the first thing Carson brings up. Bet she brought it up. Bet it wasn't Carson's idea. I know Fitz or Katerino haven't been heard out yet. They haven't responded to anything. They've conveniently both been inactive off social media now for a few days. Coincidence? I think not. I would be lying if I said I didn't think this happened. I'm pretty much convinced this has happened. It would make no sense in the world for Carson to lie about this at all, career-wise, business-wise, and just the kind of guy he is. Carson and Fitz have been friends, well, from the Twitter records I could find, since 2016. And from all the tweets I looked through, Carson has been nothing but insanely supportive of Fitz on his success. And from what I can tell and what I've heard, Carson is just genuinely a stand-up bloke. All I'm saying is, if I was a betting man, I would bet against the clout hoover.
Why is he hosting Pokemon?
Than the actual nice, supportive friend. But let me just also tell you a little interesting detail. Just a little, tiny interesting detail. Just for you guys would like to know. Seems like a worthy piece of information for this case. That in a sea of 10 plus girls on a show called The Rajjchelor. I've never seen it, sorry. From what I can tell, it's a Twitch stream parody of The Bachelor, where girls compete with a date with famous influencers or something like that. See what influencers are most compatible with these girls. There's 10 girls on the show. Well, when Fitz was on the show, he picked, oh, you guessed it, Carson's girlfriend to be, Katerino. Hate saying that fucking name. Who Carson, who went on a show previously, before Fitz went on, picked already.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Rajjchelor, the person that Carson has selected is Katerino! Congratulations!
Why did every single fucking person choose love? What
Because
the
you're
hell?
likable!
Congratulations, Call Me Carson.
Idiot.
You are officially, besides me, the most loved Rajjchelor in the history of the Raj Show.
Really?
That's absurd.
Wow.
I believe
Is that actually
you
real?
you had more loves than Soda Poppin'. You had more loves than Mitch Jones. You had more loves than... Well, we'll have to see. Greek God X hasn't had it to
Raj,
date.
I haven't done mine, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You can't let the chat influence your decision. Or Carson, who's DMing me.
Furiously, I imagine.
Yeah, furiously. He's furious right now. I can't even believe that you would, you know, being a friend of his, he just feels so betrayed, I think. I don't know. Don't let that get in the way, okay? Because ultimately, chicks before dicks, bro.
For real, yeah, that's true.
You know?
That's true.
That did not fucking age well one bit. Yikes, man.
The decision's been made, Doc. The winner is Katerino! Congratulations! Katerino! You have been
Fucking love hot
selected
dogs. Holy shit.
as the winner
Dog.
Hot dogs.
of the Rajjchelor!
In a 3-hour stream of Fitz choosing girls, eliminating them from rounds to see who he's kind of the most compatible or likes the most, he took a liking to Katerino. That's a well thought out decision. And knowing Carson picked her on a previous show, the host even pointing it out to Fitz.
Or Carson, who's DMing me furiously. He's furious right now. I can't even believe that you would, you know, being a friend of his, he just feels so betrayed, I think. I don't know.
He still picked her. And I know this show is a joke in a lot of ways and just for entertainment, but it really did reveal a lot about Fitz's character in hindsight.
Ultimately, chicks before dicks, bro.
For real, yeah, that's true.
You know?
That's true.
He then goes on to explain why he chose Katie.
What led to your decision?
I really dig Kate's vibe, and I honestly I
Now,
think what Cutie said about Kate's true. She gets along with everyone, and that's I think a really good quality. To
Yeah, we've thrown around the word allegedly quite a lot, but the picture is becoming seemingly a lot more clearer. Katerino actually denied Fitz on the show and also said this.
Listen, I think you're a cool person. I think we could be friends, but I'm loyal to Carson, okay?
Loyal to Carson. There we go. That's the money shot right there. That is the clip that will haunt her forever.
I'm loyal to Carson, okay?
Allegedly. Longer this video goes on, the harder it is for me to remember to say that. And I can foresee the comments already. I know what people are going to say. Kavos, you don't care about Carson. But I do. I've been through some awful shit with exes in my past, but nothing to this awful extent. Just the betrayal. That shit scars you so hard. And I honestly really hope Carson is okay. And I'm aware what Carson said on Reddit, that he didn't want drama around this and he didn't want people to talk about it, but I'm sorry, man. This is the internet. You of all people know, the minute you make something public, you have lost control of it. It's fair game for everyone to speak about. Once the cat is out of the bag, it's out. It's just out, okay? Especially when it involves another huge creator. If it was gonna stay private, it would have stayed private. It's not hard to keep something between 3 different people. Some part of you must have wanted the internet to know what happened. I mean, you obviously confirmed it once, but then you confirmed it wasn't a joke twice. Clearly, there was a part of you that was hurt and wanted people to know, and that's perfectly fine. You should not have to feel bad about that at all, and I really hope you don't. You deserve people to stand up for you and take your side on this because you got royally screwed over. You got absolutely betrayed. Fitz and Katie, they made their choice. And you shouldn't feel bad because people want to stand up for you. And people want to see other creators' true colors because sometimes you will find out that a creator that you love and respect actually is a pretty shitty person and would backstab a really good friend of over 4 years for what? A few seconds in bed? You deserve a lot more. Honestly, you deserve so much more than that. And I stopped using allegedly. Fuck that. No. We haven't got the full picture yet. We haven't got their take on this. I am choosing to believe Carson. The signs are all there. Carson lying makes absolutely 0 sense. So I will take that risk and go with my gut feeling. And like I said, I will cover their response when they respond, but I'm pretty sure it won't be them trying to disprove that they actually cheated. And to wrap this up, word of advice to creators, up and coming, big creators, something I have practiced as a YouTuber: just date a normal girl, someone who doesn't have clout, or someone who doesn't even want to go near the industry that you're in, has their own separate passions and their own separate, you know, life. Keep it separate like a normal job, because that shit just gets messy as fuck. The amount of times I have seen influencers in relationships get fucked over, but then have this girl who they've given so much clout to and a business opportunity, someone who will cheat on you and backstab you.
I don't see myself failing. And I think that's a very important mindset to have. To not prepare for failure. I haven't prepared for the worst because it's not gonna happen.
It seems you did mess it up, love. Big time. Both of you and Fitz, you're both equally to blame. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. We have liked the video with Fitz and Katerino are massive scumbags. So much content. A question I want to ask you. This girl, the one who licked the toilet seat for a coronavirus challenge, who went viral, was on news and everything, I have an opportunity to interview her for a video. If you ever watched an interview of mine, they're very harsh, truthful, to the point. She would get very hard questions from me. If that's something you want, let me know down below. My Twitter is @CalVosWhitey. Give that a follow. Every time I upload, it will be tweeted out. It's better than the YouTube notifications. Just go down in the description right now. Follow the Twitter. You'll never have to use YouTube for notifications ever again. My Instagram @CalVosWhitey. I've been doing Q&As over there recently, answering all your questions, DMing you guys back who have questions or people who just want to give me feedback on my videos. If you guys want to follow it, that'd be great. Thank you for watching. And until next time, fuck off. And fuck these hoes. These hoes ain't loyal.